Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back. Thank you for coming back. If you are new here, what up? So today we are going to be going over the pros and cons of the new Strangeland Mythics. I will do another separate video on the legendaries when I have more time. I'm sorry that I've been away. I've just had a lot of things going on in my life, and this is the first time that I felt actually like making a video. So first things first, we're going to go into the spell kits. Steelwing is going to be first. We have Isolate, which is the passive invoke. It's basically a tiny death gaze. And then we have Eagle Sight, which is a mark spell. You get some HP and rage back. We have Predatory Glide, which is a blue cloak. You cloak for 2.5 seconds, you fly slower, and it has a 1-second cooldown. So this isn't something that you can just go in and out of. And then we have Radiant Strike, which is basically another death gaze that also heals you. So you have two death gazes that heal you. You have the blue cloak, and then you have the mark spell to mark towers and get your health and rage back while you're doing all of that, cloaking and death gazing. So my pros for this guy. The biggest thing that he offers is 2 ways to kill towers very quickly, and then he has a low cooldown cloak. So a 1-second cooldown, you can still, if you are skilled, dodge or blink a lot of the super shots from Flax. He also has a mark for rage and health, so that is definitely a big plus as well. He is very nice to look at if that is something that interests you. He does have really cool like flight animations, but double death gaze is really, really nice, especially that they heal you. Low cooldown cloak, mark for health and rage. You can't really ask for anything more or better in that kind of kit. The cons, though, is that the cloak is blue, so you still have to be a little bit skilled. Multiple blue mages will hurt an average flyer. If you're not very skilled with invokers, this will definitely hinder your ability to do well with it defended. It requires a lot of skill, timing, and precision. You definitely have to hit your doubles with your death gazes. You can't really miss. And then there's a lot of priority towers that you have to take out with this guy, like shields and blue mages. It's just a lot going on. And then invokers are slow. It is the biggest hindrance for them. I think that the new lineage one, I can't remember his name right now. the lantern looking one with the 2 cooldown invoke is super nice, and I hope that they do that on future invokers, because waiting 4 seconds to reload your invoke ammo or to use that spell again is pretty long. But with this guy, with the other death gaze, you can take out towers quickly and then cloak, but you don't have too much time in that cloak to like get your bearings back, so you have to kind of go in with a plan and know what you're gonna do. If you are a very, very, very good flyer, you will probably like the precision that it offers, but if you struggle with hunters or invokers or just timing and knowing what kind of to look for in a base, I don't think that this dragon will be right for you. And I think that there are better options out there, lower skill options. So we will see, and we will move on to Nockmar. So Nockmar has Endless Nightmare. It damages towers for 100 times the AP, and it heals. It's basically a death gaze that heals you just a little bit. Requiem for Hope is a 250% increased breath damage spell. Dread Aegis is a white shield that deals a lot of HP as damage, and it lasts a pretty long time. And then Doom Call, it freezes towers for 4 seconds and debuffs them. This is super nice because a lot of freezes on warriors that are 1 rage only freeze for like a second, but having 4 seconds to like get your bearings and 4 seconds for your shield is super, super nice. So if you time them correctly, you can like negate a lot of damage and not lose your shield damage from like an ice flak or something. It's really, really all about timing with this dragon, but if you can master that, you can do really, really well with it. So the pros, you have a death gaze. That is something that not a lot of warriors have, other than like flux variants where you can't really control what they do or where they go. So having something that is not like automatically chosen for you and something that you can choose what you want to hit is super, super nice. And then the shield does a lot of damage, especially if you pump this guy up with HP runes and an HP rider. You can take out a lot of towers with it. The freeze is super nice, like I said, if you time it right. And the amped breath damage definitely helps. It is definitely something that I recommend for most warriors, just because hammers really, really hurt a warrior's ability to get towers down quickly. Also, it is very easy. It is an easy dragon. It's just basically an AoE nuke type dragon, which is what most warriors are. So it is very low skill. It really just requires that you time things right. It doesn't there's not a lot of skill involved in it. So you can't really mess up too badly. I say that, but I've seen a lot of people that have messed up. But overall, you really just need timing with it. It's not really something that you need a ton of skill or to work at with. So it's definitely the easier of the two options. Now for the cons, hammers negate the breath damage amp if it is heavily defended. This means that you probably aren't going to be able to take triple defended bases with it. It is very rage hungry, but you can kind of get that back with rage runes, especially if you have some of the nice ones that have like HP as secondary, or flip-flopped where you have an HP with rage secondary. The healing is really low. There isn't much healing that can be done, and the shield can be canceled by ice flax and mages and stuff like that if you don't time your freeze. Like I said, this thing is really all about timing, making sure that you negate those super shots where you can and you save your freeze when you can. You definitely want to watch for, you know, death gazing your shielding towers and taking out what you need to keep your kit going. So taking out that storm tower is very important, and then also freezing when you see that ice flak coming or you see that super shot coming that's going to break your shield. So saving that freeze and not just using it as soon as you turn a corner or something is very nice. You kind of want to let that go off, then pop your spells. Anyway, I'll probably do another video on how to fly them later on, just as I've kind of gotten more love for the game again. But right now I'm just kind of focusing on me, reading a lot of books, taking time for myself, and to do what I enjoy doing. At the moment, that is helping my friends rebuild a team. So if you are looking for a team and you want to hang out with me, look at SandSlingers. We are definitely not going to be, you know, tip top of diamond anytime soon, but we're having fun and we're seeing what we can do and what we can build. Other than that, I hope you guys have a beautiful, wonderful day wherever you are in the world, or if it's nighttime. And I will see you in my next video. Okay, bye!